Yeah, I'm good. Thanks one for that tea, yeah? Good that. This is IFLTV, this is Kieran Cassius.
This is Kevin Cassidy, IFLTV. I'm joined by Darren Till. All right, mate?
All right, mate. What's that?
No, you're
You,
right.
bro.
Why are you putting your head like that? Just
I was
do
just
it.
checking you. I was just checking how far my Uber is. Sorry.
That's it. That's fine.
Go, let's go.
Um, so what a day really today.
Yeah.
When did you first hear about this situation with Tommy Fury, first of all?
I actually was on the phone this morning to, it was my missus coming into the gym. And then I turned my phone off and I don't have my notifications on WhatsApp. But then the notifications come through and I hadn't checked my phone from like my manager and stuff like that. Then when I got into the gym, I was sparring this morning and as I'm in the changes, I heard like some of the lads outside and I basically, nice one mate, thank you. I basically just heard them saying Tommy Fury, something like that. So I went, yo, and they went, oh, you in there, Till? I went, yeah. They come in and went, is the fight off with Tommy? I went, oh. I went, no, it's not. And then they just went, look, we've put this up, and I just went, it's just what I predicted anyway, innit? Oh,
Look, I know everyone's seen this now, but I just want to kind of just refer back to a little bit of what Tommy Fury put on his Instagram. So he says, I can't believe I'm writing this, but I'm now not fighting Darren Till on Jan 18th for one simple reason being that Darren has stated over and over that he does not want to abide by the professional boxing rules. Uh,
yeah,
and if he's losing the fight, he'll resort to kicking and other stupid
yeah,
MMA tactics. I'm a professional boxer.
yeah,
I've been out the ring for a year, etc., etc. I've wasted weeks in camp. We're working to get a new opponent. I promise you a better opponent and better fight for you guys. Um,
yeah.
I mean, I've not really heard a lot more than what you said at the press conference regarding your comments, which I took personally a bit tongue in cheek and in jest to sell the fight. But I've
Yeah.
not
Can
really
you,
heard you talk
can
about
I
it.
leave the light on, mate? Is that okay? Thank you. Go ahead.
I've not heard you talk about it after
Yeah,
that. Where's this
yeah.
kind of? This was 2 weeks ago. This press conference. Now, what
Okay.
triggered Tommy into making this post today?
Can I just say something, right? And I want this to be heard around the world. So, Tommy done an interview before his fight with KFC and said that he was practicing elbows, and people said, "Why are you doing that?" And he said, "Because I won't be going into this fight to box. I'll be going into this fight to devour this man with every elbow I throw." Yeah. Then he was on the bag 2 different occasions throwing elbows. Yeah. Okay. I did one video after the press conference throwing a head kick, saying, "Getting ready for the fight." I didn't even say I'm going to throw kicks. Just put "getting ready for the fight." But
Yeah,
obviously,
we saw that.
you can read between the lines. So that's that. Now the other part I wanna touch on is for the best part of 10 years, I've seen the Fury clan and their security and whatever their friends bully everyone at press conferences. Now it's brilliant. It's always worked. It's always even to a point with Usyk's team when John Fury butted one of his team, punched the glass with KSI. He's throwing tables and stuff like that. In not one instance did John do that with me. Now I asked why. Well, I'll tell you why. Because the bullies got bullied. They can't bully me, and I was on my own. I came down with my coach. That was it. And so that's happened. It's clear to see that they've shit themselves there. Then I've done interviews saying he's going to pull out the fight. I made sure Misfit said made me a promise to stay on the card because I said he was going to pull out. I don't even. I'll be honest. I've seen the videos Tommy's been putting up. I don't even think Tommy's ready for January 18th. He looks juiced up. He looks out of shape. Like I'm in shape now. I'm like this morning. I'm like 5 kg off the weight because they wanted the heavier weight. I know everyone's seen that funny video of me shadow boxing like a disgrace, but yeah, it's all tactics, it's all mental warfare. So would I kick Tommy? No, because then in my own autistic mind, I'd have to use something out of the rule set to beat another man, and I don't want to win that way. I've always, I'm 32 this month, the end of this month, Coogan, and I've fought since I was 11. I was a champion in Muay Thai. I've fought unlicensed boxing, and I'm not going to say I was a champion in MMA because I wasn't, but I did fight for the UFC world title, and not many can say that. And so I've always abided by the rules. I've always, I've always lost gracefully, and I've always won gracefully. Am I a menace? Yeah. So what? Like I told in the press conference, I said it's on, it's on. Right? Like, let's just get one thing straight. I have no problem at all going head to head with 6 of the Furies. Like, I know they're gonna fucking waste me, but I'm gonna have a fucking good go, and I'm gonna come back after it. Like, I'm not arsed. So they seen that I could smell the fear of them. I could smell the fear from Big John. No one was holding Big John back in the press conference. He's usually bullying everyone. He's putting people's teams and shit like that. But why didn't I get none of that? And then all of a sudden, I signed a disclaimer for Misfits saying that if I head kicked Tommy, I'd forfeit my old purse. Like, just makes no sense to pull out, mate. And then obviously he said all that what he was going to do to KSI. He's made himself look a right fool. To be honest with you, I don't even want to fight Tommy now. Fuck off.
So, from like a contract perspective, Darren, is it a case of obviously Tommy, if he decides for whatever reason he doesn't want to fight you or he's not going to fight you, is that it? Basically, that's the case.
Well, okay. Would you agree that Tommy was the A side in this fight?
Well, yes.
Yes. Okay. Tommy is the boxer. Tommy is the bigger name. Yeah, let's forget all the reality TV star bullshit. Tommy's been boxing since a kid with his family. Tommy's the A side, the bigger name, the better boxer per se, getting more money. All of these things, like people like to not say these things. I'm not asked by saying these things that Tommy's getting more money. I don't give a fuck. Not asked. So all these things now he's pulled out. Does he think that what he's still going to be the main event on January 18th? But it's me, so it shows who's the A side. I'm the A side now, mate. Tommy's lost his chance. In fact, even if Tommy wants to fight now on January 18th, he's lost his chance and have another chance at the end of the year, and we'll build it off that. But now someone else will get that fucking thing to jump in. I ended influencer boxing, the king of influencer boxing, without even having to fight. What a guy!
Darren, are you saying that you both won't feature on the card now? As in both of
I
you?
will.
You will. Okay. Well,
I will be on that card. I will be on that card regardless of who the opponent is. Now, look, I know a lot of people have called shit out today. Anthony Taylor and stuff like that. Anthony Taylor's too small. He's what, 70 kilo? He's too small. This fight was at heavyweight. What's he talking about? When I say anyone, I mean of the. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if Anthony Taylor wants to fight, he can fight. See how big he mate. He's like, you know what Anthony Taylor is? He's like them dogs you see in the street with old women, you know, like small dogs. You go, oh, they're so cute. Like, give them a little stroke. That's what Anthony Taylor is. Just blow him away. But if he wants to fight, he can fight. We're struggling.
I just spoke to you about this away from this interview. You did get a call out from a certain two-weight world champion in Billy Joe Saunders tonight.
Didn't even know.
You haven't seen. I'll just read you what Billy Joe put on his Instagram stories. 1 second.
Really? Better not have been
So he
talking
says,
shit, really.
make an offer and I'll step in. Old fat gypsy boy will take this over from here.
And that's what we call a real fighting man.
Kind of respectful as well. I know you
Yeah.
guys get on. There's a kind of a respectful.
Yeah, I like Billy. I've always got along well with Billy. I know Billy is probably the side of the Furies. I don't. As I say, mate, you pick a side, that's your side. Billy wants to fight. I will more than be happy to accept that offer. And
Darren, we know that's unlikely to happen. Like Billy Joe obviously has been out the ring for 3.5 years. In a 5-week gap, is he going to come and fight on Misfits on Jan 18th? Personally, I'd say probably not. But you know.
Look, Billy Joe is a real fighting man. The only real fighting men now in the the traveller community I'm seeing is the guys who are in my gym, the Dennis McCann and the Birchalls, because the way it's going for these Furies, mate, Peter's the only stand-up one, and you've got a lot of respect for Peter. I've never met the man, but this John and Tommy, mate, it's laughable.
Have you been on the phone to Misfits about potential opponents? Because you've not really got long now to kind of adapt to whoever this opponent is going to be on Jan 18th. You're talking 4 or 5 weeks.
Don't need to be on the phone. My management sort that. You've just seen me Cool, I've just finished the track now. I'm like,
I know I was waiting an hour for you.
okay. To be honest, you're fucking casing me.
I was.
I'm just gonna do what I've got to do. I'm in at 7 in the morning with Declan, my coach. Uh, I'll be resting the whole weekend. Go for a little walk Sunday and Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. I've got great sparring partners coming down, and that's it. I don't know even whether Tommy's heard something on the circuit that I've just been on fire. I think what's happened is as well. He's probably thought Till's put on a few pounds. He's been out of camp for about 2 months because I was, I'll take it now. And then he's heard that I'm back in the gym, fire back in the belly, smashing people up. Shit himself, shit house. Say it with me, Q. Tommy Fury's a shit house. Go on.
Do you regret, no, but just going back 2 weeks, Darren, do you regret actually making them comments now about
No, no,
kicking him and all
no,
that? No.
no. Why was I? So, oh, it's okay for him to make them comments, but when I make them comments, oh, I see what's happening here. Because I can't actually throw head kicks. Is that what it is?
I don't know. There was a few people saying to me after that press conference, it wouldn't surprise them if you got disqualified from the fight. That's like the method of
Qualified.
win.
I won't be getting. Let me tell you something straight. I, I won't be getting disqualified from this fight. From I'm going to show what I've been working on for the past 2 years.
Look, personally, I didn't take your comments I took them in jest and thought that's just Darren selling the fight. That's what I thought on the day. So look, it's done with now. Obviously, you're not fighting Tommy Fury.
Jürgen, Tommy knows the situation with this fight with me and him as well. He knows the magnitude of it. He knows the pay-per-view side of things and that. Is he thick? So he's taking offence to.
When are you hoping to clarify an opponent? It's Friday the 6th of December now. When are you hoping to clarify an opponent? Yeah, when are you hoping to clarify an opponent? In the next few days, I'm assuming.
By Monday, yeah?
Yeah. All right. Well, look, it's done with now. So let's see who your opponent is on Jan 18th. And yeah, I suppose these things happen. So what can you do?
Uh, I'm just going to keep training, Krug. I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to change my diet. I'm not going to do anything. I might have a glass of champagne tonight just to celebrate the Furies, the end of the Furies. That's it. Because let's have it right, mate. The bullies got bullied for once.
All right. Well, listen, I'll let you crack on with the rest of
I've done everyone in this boxing circuit a favour. Joshua, all these guys have done you all a favour. For years, you have had to tolerate that. And I've come in and just went, what? Turn it in, little John. Come on, lad. Everyone should be thanking me.
When you have got a new opponent announced, we'll catch up with you again, Darren. But I do appreciate your time on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I know you've been training today. I know
Yeah.
you was on the track earlier, so I do appreciate your time.
Next one, mate. Appreciate that.
All right.
See you later, cool.
No problem. Thank you very much, Darren Till.